Hi everyone, I'm gonna play the forum indy. In this case, it's gonna be only two tables, so that means that I have a 12.5% chance of winning this, which is obviously quite an optimistic estimate, the way I was playing these days, but at least the first hand I can be a dummy, which is good. Akwu, he's kind of a semi-regular poster. He's Alexander Wu. Yeah. Yeah, I was asking Diana if we should rather play a team match, but okay, we can play two tables. It's gonna be we're playing match points, which means I'm telling Diana to be careful. She's on YouTube. And we have a problem in hearts. I don't know which language that is, but shut this card. Oh. Oh yeah, that's a famous place in Romania, kind of a famous mountain. Yeah, I kind of. So it doesn't really look like we're gonna make this, although we could have. Is that four clubs? Five with the ace of diamonds, six with the ace of hearts. We'd need to lose at least another diamond, and the spade and three hearts, so it doesn't look good. On the plus side, we do have 8 tricks, and unless hearts are 6-2, we're gonna keep it to down 1, and I guess the other table is the same contract. Famous famous place. I don't remember anymore where it was. In Romania, I've been there. With the seven ladders, it's called. It's kind of self-explanatory name. You have 7 ladders, one after the other. And, okay, King of Diamonds discarded, so it's gonna be down 1. So this is gonna be 50%. Okay, I mean this is a one hard bid. I don't know if this is called a psych. I don't think so. Like, it is white against red. I do have almost a reasonable opening hand. Missing an ace, let's say. But it is, as I said, vulnerable against not. Now, I hope he doesn't try to double them or anything. Like, if he bids something, fine, but otherwise we might get into some moderate amount of trouble. But okay, 2 hearts. This is a invitational raise, I guess. And we bought the contract, so that's good. Although he has 11 and I have 8, so it's not like we preempted them out of game or something. And no spade. This is a bit interesting. Like, did George, right? George, yeah, George. Did he lead? Did he double on a doubleton spade? It's kind of unconventional. Or maybe Diana bid one spade on 3, but both of those seem a little bit unlikely. In any case, I guess what happened was he really doubled on a doubleton, which is quite unusual. Maybe he has such a strong hand. Anyway, I'm gonna play the jack because that would entail less points in Diana's hand. But all around weirdness. Diana logged in, even though she's sitting at the table. Okay, so he really doubled on a doubleton. But if she gives him the rough now, okay, this is really weird. Okay, we're really somewhere out there. Do I need some kind of well, that's fine. 5. We played the 7 and no, I played the 6. Anyway, the second one was lower than the 7, that's for sure. And he's out of spades, I guess. A quick count of the points. He had already ace queen of diamonds, ace of clubs is 10, and doubleton spade. And what else can he have? Like ace jack third of hearts, and 4-4 in the minors. Does that make any sense at all? I don't really think so, but something is happening. Something. Let's see. Okay, that's good. I'm also here. Okay, so what we also know is that Diana passed, but there are really not that many points for her to have, given that George already. But it's really weird. Like, I mean, I used to play Raptor 1-0 Trump, in which case, 1-0 Trump would show 5-card minor and a 4-card spade in this position. And in that case, essentially our agreement was every single strong no trump would just double, even if you had a doubleton spade. Okay. Right. This diamond. I don't need this spade for anything. I can rough it in my hand. But I cannot pick up the jack of hearts in if it's in George's hand. So I think I can. On the other hand, this is really the only thing that makes sense. 2, 3, 4, 4. Well, anyway, I need to play something at some point. Maybe the 10, running the 10? Yeah, maybe, but Okay, he rolls you the ace. Or did he double on 2-2-5-4, 4-5? Well, if he did, now Diana would ruff. But I really played hearts in the first time when I could. Or am I miscounting everything tragically? No, I'm not. I don't know. Anyway, I guess we're going on to the next round because this took a while. It was a top because 3 diamonds north-south was making. No, she actually bid 1 spade on a 3 card. Okay, so this was the trick. Diana was in full-blown match point mode here. Like I was, and George chose to lead top of nothing, which is really confusing me. Oh well, yes. 9, 12 count. 12 count with the 5 card spade suit. And this means I have 75%, but it's like changing a lot. Like if I get to 0 now, I'm back to 50. So I need to reopen this because I have kind of a pure hand with a singleton heart. And my partner might be trap passing, which, by the way, you could see that he had a very, very nice tempo. So that's one of the issues that you can have with these penalty passes, that if you tank and then pass, your partner might not be allowed to reopen with a double, but that's not what he did. He was really, really quick. And now I need to signal something, but I don't really care too much. A diamond could be right and a club could be right. Okay. So spades were 5-4-2-2. Normally you should split without thinking too much, but in this case it's actually the good idea because there is no more entries to dummy. I have dummy completely covered. And queen of diamonds as well. That's nice. And this defense is really going like completely normally. Like I just play this. Play the spade. And my partner can decide if he wants to overoff or discard something. I don't really know. I don't need to think too much about this. There's no more diamonds in the deck. Okay. The 10 of clubs. Okay. So my partner can play back a club if he wants. Yeah. And now I can play another spade. Doesn't matter. Like 800, which should be decent. It was a decent, although minimum overcall, and George made a nice penalty pass. It might not have been my first idea. Maybe I would have done something else, but I really think he did well. Like he did what he was supposed to do. The ace of hearts, rising the ace of hearts so early might not have been the best line, but these hands are usually quite difficult. And everything was a bit bad. So okay, so what am I supposed to lead here? Normally, it's automatic to Okay, I'm just waiting for the other table's result to come in, but obviously it's quite early. So normally you should lead your singleton here. And perhaps it's a good idea to lead Queen of Hearts. I'm not too unhappy with that lead, unless Declare has the king, which apparently she does. Babalu, we met her last week, and she was actually normally when I play with or against Babalu, I get a 0 no matter what. But in this case, last week it went a bit better. Low club back. Okay. She's discarding a club, which is interesting. She has ace doubleton of the diamonds as well. Okay. And now we need to get our club tricks, I guess. Whatever we have. Did she only have 3 clubs? Yeah, this is a kind of an example hand. If you wanted to make some kind of a propaganda, why you need to open 1-0 trump on a 5-card major. In this case, 3-0 trump is very, very easy to make. And she had a difficult choice over 1-0 trump. On the other hand, of course, if you don't open 1-0 trump on a 5-card suit, so I prefer to open 1-0 trump with these hands. She has 16 with 5-3-3-2. But if you don't do it, if you don't want to miss your 5-3 major suit, which is obviously a reasonable concern, what you should do is play this 2 club bid as showing either clubs or a strong no trump, or even something else. It depends on you. Like I used to play this Icelandic Swedish convention called Hexon, in which you had 6 different hands and 2 clubs, although it was a little bit padded, that list. But the point was either you had clubs or a strong no trump. So either from 14 plus or 18 plus bound. I don't know. There were obviously a bunch of hands that were double counted. The other table has some kind of a problem, and I think I'm running out of stuff to say here. So I'm thinking of pausing this and coming back after that. See you after the break.